everybody, welcome back to my Anime Red channel, Gizanime. Today we're going to be reading Solo Leveling Chapter 176. Last chapter we left off with was Jin Woo basically gaining all the power of the previous Shadow Monarch and coalescing this huge, gigantic shadow form around either his body or becoming this thing to help him contend with the Dragon King. I figured this might be the final chapter of this fight. Things are really starting to heat up with it. You've got the Dragon's army heading towards them. We have no idea when they're going to show up. And then we have, these two facing off against each other by themselves. Jin Woo's army really isn't able to really do anything, and I'm pretty sure if the Dragon King's army got there with this current form Jin Woo has, I doubt that they'd be able to do anything. So it's just these two heavy hitters facing off against each other. There's really not much more to go off of other than I think from what I've read, this series is starting to really come to a close. I even saw a slight question for the next chapter being asked if that chapter, which would be the next one, 177, is the final chapter. So I have not read anything else, the light novels or anything, so I can't say for sure if that's the last one, but I don't see us, I think, with, this question being proposed, us getting past 180, unless more content is added somehow, and the writer decides to, just go his own path and just continue. But with that said, let's get on to this chapter, see how Jin Woo handles the Dragon King, and I will see you there. Alright everybody, chapter 176. Got Jin Woo facing off against the Dragon King. Dragon King still somewhat taller than him, even though he has grown quite a bit in form. The Dragon King coming in for an attack. And Jin Woo just catching it within his own hand. And then slamming Dragon King in his head with his fist. This attack is so strong that the Dragon King is vibrating, he's being rocked so hard. This probably is pretty painful for even him. A guy who took numerous missiles to the dome. Alright. Getting back up, shrugging it off. Screaming pretty loud, probably. And did Jin Woo just backhand him? I can't tell. Or is he getting ready for a breath attack? Alright. Jin Woo just jump over him? I guess Jin Woo knocked his head back and then jumped over him?
Nope.
Is he going for his tail, maybe? And grab that and fling him around? Okay, coming down. Come down on his back, maybe? Okay, no. Okay, he landed on his back. Okay, so I had this wrong. I guess that the Dragon King somehow flipped Jin Woo's body over him and kind of flung it. And then he meets the ground. Okay. Not sure what's going on here. Jin Woo's getting up from the ground. I can't tell if this was some kind of... What kind of attack? I know this is an attack, but I can't tell what's going on. Alright, that's a breath attack. Okay, maybe that's what that is like a breath attack with like this red and purple mixed in with it. Looks a little off colored like that. Alright. Jin Woo standing back up, got sword in hand.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Is he missing an arm? Hey. Yeah, because he has like this yellow lightning looking stuff coming out of this side of his body where his arm should be. Because you can see this one clearly sticking out, but this one is not. So did his breath attack get part of his arm? I can't tell. But it definitely does appear that his arm is gone. Alright, coming in, swinging his sword down to stop the breath attack. The second one. So he's deflecting that blast away from his body. Since this form is nothing but shadow, I don't know why he just want to create a new arm with shadow. Okay, so these are not breath attacks. I'm not sure what kind of attack this is. Oh, but there are several of them. Not giving Jin Woo any time to breathe, that's for sure. Alright, Jin Woo dodged all of those, came out from the dust, and ripped his wing in half. Okay, so Dragon King is no longer flying. Okay, Jin Woo didn't jump out. He just threw his sword out at his wing. Okay. I wonder how that affects his human body. Because clearly he has his arm still. So, like, does he just have, like, a big scar on his back in human form? Or what? So he's definitely coming back down to Earth. Oh. Does he have several of these just ready to impale him when he falls? Or are these going to be thrown up too? Oh, he's just launching attacks. Okay. Yeah, his arm is clearly gone. Because there would be another arm here. So I don't remember where he lost that arm. But okay. He did. Somewhere. Okay, so slinging those up at the Dragon King. Dragon King trying to stop them. That is a wide breath attack to be able to stop that many of these lances from hitting him. Okay, and his breath attack actually, I guess, stopped them all and even came down on Jin Woo. Okay. Surely you must sense it since you have awakened the powers of Ashbourne. We have gone this long and they have not said a single word. Now Jin Woo's face is being revealed. So is the power fading? The countless cries of suffering in this land and world. Okay, the Dragon King came back down in his human form, or partially, and has skewered Jin Woo through the chest with this massive broadsword. This is what a war is. Okay, Jin Woo jumping back. This is the sound of the army of destruction ravaging humanity. Listen to their cries of suffering. Is the Dragon King just trying to antagonize Jin Woo or what? It's not. You're not helping your case. Let their despair become contagious. Okay, so Dragon King's sword coming back down on Jin Woo's shoulder. And silence everyone. regret your decision. I should be the one saying that. Okay, Jin Woo is probably using his skill to levitate his dagger over him to bring it down on him. But does the Dragon King know it's behind him this whole time? I'm gonna go with a big nope. Okay, so sword through the Dragon King's body. Oh no, okay. He stopped it right before it hit him. Like, right before it hit him. You thought the dagger made of a dragon's tooth could harm the king of dragons? Don't you find this amusing? A fight between a flame born within darkness and a darkness born within light. However, it seems this fight is nearing its end. That's right. Something else is going on. Jin Woo has something else up his hand. I can see the end. Oh? So did you decide that resistance is futile?
No, not exactly.
Jin Woo coming in fast. That's right. The Army of Destruction doesn't even need to find this place. Since I will raise their morale by beheading you, foolish monarch. The sun darkens the shadows. Has he had shadows around this whole time or something that he just couldn't see? Okay, so they were all holding him. You scoundrel! I will rip you to pieces and turn you into Drake food. I will give you a miserable death for resisting against the King of Dragons until the final moment. I think the final moment's coming. It's not going to be the final moment you think it is. Okay, so he's recharged back to the previous monarch's form again. Or we're just seeing like every iteration of his life, because we are going through current Jin Woo to, okay, is this Jin Woo? This is his dad, so we're seeing the form of his dad striking as well, to the previous Shadow Monarch. So this is probably like the previous Shadow Monarch's form to him when we started the series, striking down the Dragon King, cleaving this guy in twine. I wonder if you can see your own death. Okay. Alright, we're seeing a whole lot of cracking in the sky now. I don't know if this is some kind of shield that Jin Woo had erected to try to keep out the Dragon Army's army, or this is like reality cracking. This guy has just been cleaved in half by Jin Woo. Alright, and that's the chapter, people. So like I said earlier, this is the end of like the big bads. Like there's nobody bigger badder coming for Jin Woo and everybody. So as stated, this is like the next chapter could possibly be like the last chapter, the wrap up chapter. We might even get one more after that, but like I said, I don't see it going past 180. So we'll see. Yeah. Let me know what you all thought of this chapter. Let me know what y'all thought of this fight. It was pretty intense. And I wonder, like, with the Dragon King gone, you know, we still have other monarchs still left. Are they just going to give up the fight? Is Jin Woo going to go after them? Are they going to go into hiding? What's going on with those guys? You know, maybe next chapter will reveal that. But, yeah. This is, the end for this guy. See y'all next time.